U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn on Thursday night arrived in Taiwan, leading the U.S.'s third congressional delegation of the month. In a meeting with President Tsai Ing-wen on Friday, Blackburn urged freedom-loving nations to support Taiwan.
A fierce critic of China, the Republican senator from Tennessee tweeted her support for Taiwan in both Chinese and English shortly after she landed, stating that the purpose of her visit was to let Beijing know that bullying is not acceptable.
On Thursday night, US Senator Marsha Blackburn touched down in Taipei for what is her first Taiwan visit in 14 years. She says her visit is a show of support for Taiwan.
Especially at this key moment, making the long journey to Taiwan is a concrete demonstration of strong support from the U.S. Congress. This means a great deal to us. Senator Blackburn is an important force of resolute support for Taiwan in the U.S. Congress.
It is important indeed that freedom-loving nations support Taiwan as they seek to preserve their independence and their freedom.
The 70-year-old who represents Tennessee in the Senate is a member of the Taiwan Congressional Caucus. She has not only voiced support for the signing of a bilateral free trade agreement between Taiwan and the US, but also Taiwan's inclusion in the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. She's even co-sponsored a number of Taiwan-friendly bills, including the Taiwan Symbols and Sovereignty Act and the Taiwan Democracy Defence Lend-Lease Act, that authorises an American defence lend or lease program with the Taiwanese government. From her arrival in Taiwan, Blackburn has been vocal about her position on China. As soon as she got off the plane, Blackburn tweeted in Chinese that her visit to Taiwan was to convey a message to Beijing that bullying was not acceptable. After that, she continued tweeting that she would continue to stand with Taiwan and fight for freedom and democracy, and that Xi Jinping didn't scare her. She also gave a keynote speech at the Foreign Ministry's Institute of Diplomacy and International Affairs, where she did not mince her words.
The only way we can stop and reverse this rise of authoritarianism around the globe is to do everything we possibly can to make sure that authoritarians fail. That starts with sharing the benefits of military, diplomatic, and economic power.
Strong bipartisan congressional support for Taiwan has been apparent this month, from a landmark visit from a delegation led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in early August to a delegation led by Democratic Senator Ed Markey in mid-August. Blackburn's visit is the third US delegation of the month.